Welcome to Lowe's Vision of Hope. Tonight I come on Google Hangout. It's been about 3 weeks and kind of difficult. I think they're having a lot of upgrades, a lot of different things they're doing. But tonight I come on here because my heart been hurt because the situation in Delaware High School where three young ladies went into the bathroom and jumped or assault another young lady, and it ended in a bad situation. The young lady lost her life, and that's very sad. And it just impelled me to come on here to speak about this situation. You know, there's a lot of things that take place in a lot of young kids' life, and they need guidance or someone to guide them in the right direction sometime in life. We all make mistakes. Um, and we all been kids and young, at a point somewhere in our life we made a bad choice. But right now, I think it's come to the point that we really got to address some of these situations that taking place in some of these kids' life. I think first step we need to do is come to know self first. Until you can take self reflection of yourself, until you can take a journey to self reflection, it is almost impossible to grow in life. Um, and one thing I wanted to say about the young teenagers is that sometimes you can't change certain situations that take place in life, what happened, but you can change your attitude or your emotions about what took place in life. And I think that's what happened to the young lady. She got very emotional, or the young ladies got very emotional about a certain situation. I'm not quite sure what were they was fighting about. I believe there was something dealing with a boy. To me, it always seemed like uh, whichever student doing good in school is on honor roll, most girls become envious of other people. Um, they get jealous, and and the problem right there is that that person or them girl or that young lady, she had self doubts with herself. Self doubts is anger that multiplies to self hate, and the ingredients is resentment, arrogance, disobedience, jealous, and meanness. See, you must identify the strength so you can take passion to the next level. So you must imprisonment anything that contradicts your potentials. See, that young lady, or those young ladies, that had self doubts in their mind. And I think we all can pitch in or start helping out with some of these platforms that we have. All these Google mobile apps where you can shoot videos or go on Google. And there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of great insight, a lot of great knowledge. Why don't you use some of these apps and try to say something positive about certain situations that take place uh, in life instead of putting things on to promote hatred. Every time you turn around on social media, you always see somebody fighting in a fight, um, in a club, outside of school, young kids standing around fighting. Sometimes they even show that teacher fighting students. But we doesn't focus on those kids that's working hard in school and trying to achieve their goals in life. Everybody want to be successful. Love is a human basic need, and we all thrive for it. We all thrive for it. But we got to begin to learn how to love self first. I don't know, um, really, like I said, all the girls were young. And it's very sad for this thing to turn out the way it did. This young lady lost her life. That could have been it could have easily been young men in the bathroom fighting among themselves and bump their head against the sink or something like that, or uh, threw somebody on the floor and hit his head. Uh, it could have it could took place exactly like what happened in the girls' bathroom. So like I said, we need to try to stop all the anger in life. Stop being so mad in life. You got to learn how to let go a lot of pain in our life. And see, most people don't have fears in their life. Only fear that you have is those been implanted in your mind from somebody else's pain. See, we really live in somebody else's pain, not our own. It could have been that somebody was telling you some things in your life as you was growing up. You're stupid. You're crazy. Uh, you can never do anything right. You will never amount to anything. See, those type of things embed in kids' mind and life, and they get angry in life because some people don't know how to show love because they never been loved themselves. And like I say, it really hurts my heart to see that took place for a young lady. She only 16. She never get a chance. All that what she were going to get was taken away or taken away. And them young ladies that in that situation now, I mean, right nowadays, they saying to themselves, if only I would have took a minute out and just thought before I acted. Um, with my anger like that. Sometimes you gotta just take a minute out in life and just think for a second. Just think about the consequences of your action. Those young ladies, their life is messed up. Mentally, they're gonna be never can get back focused right. They're gonna need help because they really didn't want it to go that far, but it went that far. And you can't take it back. You may want to take it back, but you cannot take it back. But like I say, I'm on here tonight because like I say, my heart go out to the young lady father, and I seen a video, and her father was crying and talking about his little girl. She was a sweet, nice young lady, and she'll never get a chance to. You know, she was taken away. Young ladies, you get out here and you talking about your boyfriends or these young boys out here that you call yourself involved with. You know, really think about um, this young man or young lady that you get involved with. Really do some soul searching because it's so easy to hear a young man say, "I love you." I have said it uh, once. When I was a teenager once before. I was young. Um, I kind of played with what broke me up from playing with a lady's heart. I never forget this. I was about 16 to 17. This young lady that I liked it, she liked it me, and I knew she liked it me, and I said something to her, and I upset her, uh, and she started crying. I really didn't care about her, but I liked her, and I was saying some things that I love you and really didn't mean it. And after I looked into this young lady's eyes and saw tears streaming down her face, I said to myself, I never do that again in my life. Play with somebody's emotions. If you don't care about someone in a certain way, don't lead them on. Don't play with their feelings. Be straight up in the beginning what you looking for, what you want out that relationship. If you just want to be friends, just be friends. Don't play with these people emotions. See, the young lady got upset, probably thought I heard you talking to my boyfriend or something like that, and young men do things without even thinking about it. And young men need men to mentor to these young men and to teach them how to be real men in life. Because today, most young boys, they see their father or see other uh, people playing with different women's emotions, so they think it's normal just to play and joke around with people's feelings. It's not. Uh, it's not a joke. It's not a game. Love is not a game. Love is a basic human need, and we all thrive for it. If we don't get enough love, people act out. Love got to be distributed uh, uh, equal and balanced in people's life. Most people do crimes in their life because they did not get enough love in their life. Um, it was created. I mean, they was treated in a very bad way in life. So they made them very hateful in their life, very mean in their life, because they feel like nobody never loved them. So they do things to cause people pain in their life so they would not feel alone. You know, this situation with this young lady really got me um, really upset. And like I say, we as the people needs to address some of these situations that are taking place with the young kids. We need to set better example of our life with our life because young lady, probably see all the time people fussing and fighting over millions and stuff like these reality shows is off the change. I was looking at this blog talk radio show, and this this lady was on the video and she was saying that most people blame these reality shows about certain things that take place and everything. She said, I really don't think that it contributes to that, but I was trying to reply to that comment and say, yes, I do. I do believe that they do contribute to people latching out at other people because you try to imitate people that you see on television, the reality show, people fussing and fighting over this man and that man, and think it's okay to have 2 or 3 kids and dating 3 or 4 different women at one time, and each woman know about the next woman, the other woman. Social media have got to the point that it is presenting um, some very false beliefs what reality is in life. That's not a reality show. Reality is when a person is struggling in life. A single mother got 4 kids and trying to raise those kids the best way they know how the best way she know how, because the father don't walked out of her life. She got a job. She barely surviving to pay the bills, water, lights, car note, insurance, to purchase clothes for the kids, to buy something to eat, to work all day, come home, and gotta cook and clean and help the kids out with no man or no male figure in these kids' life. They don't know how a family structure environment should be. And these men's not in their kids' life, especially their daughters. Daughters seek their father advice about men's, because every, I believe every young lady want a man like their father. Most fathers not in their kids' life. You know, it's time for us to really man up out here. You know, we got to separate our life from your kids' life, personal life. You know, it's nothing wrong with going out and having a good time and, you know, enjoying yourself. If you work all week, you want to go enjoy yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. But the decision that you make, you know, if you have different guys in and out your life all the time, that's what your daughter gonna see, and she gonna think that's okay. What your man is not being faithful to you, treating you any kind of way, and talking to you. Listen, I'm guilty of this too. I'm gonna say this. You know, I stroll through Facebook, and I happen to be strolling through the videos, and then I happen to see a lady. Oh, she about half naked. And she doing that dance. You know what I mean? She catch a man attention for a second. That's all you get. It's a second. So now you got these guys' attention because you're about half naked. So you ain't got nothing to hide. Now you expect this man to respect you, but you gave him nothing to respect. You put it all out there. You say you're looking for a real man and a good man to be there for you, and to take care of you emotionally, spiritually. You know, it's all depending on how you present yourself to a man. First thing they think that, oh, she easy. You know, that's the only thing I want is her body. If that's the only thing that you got is a body to offer to a person, that's what he gonna take. But if you offer him your mind, all of you, in a very respectful way, and make him work and earn your respect, make him work and earn it, I guarantee you, he will pursue you. He will pursue you, because he want to try to conquer you, and he gonna respect you more if you make him work for it. You know how they might say, you know how with these young girls, they get so easy to, the guy probably say, well, I ain't gonna talk to you no more because, you know, blah blah blah, you know, you trying to be so hard and all that right there. Okay, then he turn around like he gonna walk off. Then she gives in. Give him what he want. No, don't do that. If he doesn't want to accept you for who you are and what you have to offer on the inside, from the inside, and what you have in your mind to offer, just not your body. I guarantee you, this young lady that was going to class, getting her work did and done, focus on her career and everything. I guarantee you, it was a lot of young men who was watching her and paying attention to her because she was focused, because she carried herself in a certain way. Now, if you want you a thug or whatever kind of man that you want, you know, a one night fling or whatever, That's what you get. If you if you put yourself out there like that, that's what you're gonna get. A man knows exactly what type of woman you are if he see you out there dressed a certain way and carrying yourself a certain way. He know the victims. But I have nothing but respect for women because a woman's job is never done. I heard that quotation. I heard that quote, and I really didn't pay attention to it. But I dug down deep in life, and I started paying attention to women, how hard they have it, the things they got to do in life by themselves, and maintain. They got to see about the kids. They got to take care of 3 or 4 kids by themselves. They have to get a job. Some of them have to get 2 jobs. And in the process of that, one of her child or kids end up getting pregnant and having a baby. So she still got to be a grandmother at the same time, also be a mother. Now this young lady don't got pregnant. She no more than about 15 or 16 years old. Now she got to go to school. Who's gonna see about the baby? Now the whole thing have got everything was in control until the young lady got pregnant. Everybody make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. Everybody make mistakes. So now, young lady, you still have a chance and opportunity to reach your goals in life. Don't give up because you have became pregnant. Let that be a stepping stone for you to teach you how to get to the next level in life. Don't keep making the same mistakes. But women's, it's very difficult for you out there. And because us men's is not doing our part in life. And there's a lot of men's not gonna like me for saying this. I don't care. You know, I'm tired of sitting on the sideline and not doing anything, trying to contribute to life and making people life a little bit better in life. I'm trying to help the best way I know how. I don't have a bunch of cash. I don't have a bunch of money. I don't have that. What I'm trying to do is share some of the things that I went through in life. I'm trying to give you a vision through my eyes, how I see things. I just would like to make you just sit down and think for a second. That's the only thing. Think for a second. Clear your head sometime in life. When you get so many things that are going on around your life, you can't think straight sometimes. Everything cluttered. You just gotta get by yourself sometime and just think. And you can't be around people all the time that got a bunch of mess on their mind all the time. You can't get focused in life like that. You know, I'm kind of upset because this took place with these young ladies. You know, just not the young lady lost her life. The other 3 young ladies, everybody family. We got to do better than this, people. We got to start putting back the love in life. Stop letting all this material thing get the best of us. Learn how to love self. And there's a lot of things that have been implemented in people's lives from other people's pain. You can't be 2 people at the same time. So most people manifest their weakness as a strength. And they hide their love in their pain. That's what they do. We got to learn how to let go of some of these things that took place in our life. We got to. At least do it for the kids. You know, there are too many apps out here, mobile apps, videos, apps that you can do something to inspire some of these kids to say something positive to these kids. Try to help encourage them instead of you seeing a young brother out there on the corner, you out there, you know, doing your thing, you know, selling your drugs or whatever, you know, and telling him, you know, hey, take this and sell it at school. Nah, that ain't cool. Somebody got to step up and say, no, man, don't tell that young brother that right there, or tell that young man that. Tell him to go to school, get a lesson. You can be anything that you want to be in your life because it's possible. It's possible. Let the young man know, don't go down this road. Don't let the young lady know, don't go down this road. Hey, one thing about young ladies, because they doesn't have love in their life, or their father to that was there in their life to share love, to show her how a man's supposed to be. So they had to learn on their own. Most kids learning everything on their own in life. Sit down sometime and just talk to your kids. Talk to your kids. That young lady lost her life. She 16 years old. All that she were going to get is taken away. You know, it's time for people to. There's a lot of people doing a lot of great things out here in the community, but they don't get recognition for it because people don't share all the things that going on out here. Social media is a big thing. You can use it for good. You can use it for good. You can take your Google Hangout like this right here and do a highlight about you and your kids. Sitting down talking to one another, asking your kid what they want to be in life, and let them express themselves. Let them know who motivate them, who inspire them, what are their aspirations, and what's motivate them. How do they feel about you? How do they look at you? Paint a picture of you. Sit down, talk to your kids, use some of these apps, and let your kids know that, hey, you special to me. Let the world know who you are. Have confidence in yourself. Drinking from the cup of bitterness and hate, you will never be happy in life. Like I say, tonight, I just came on here because I'm kind of upset about this young lady. And like I said, I've been trying to get back on Google Hangout for about 3 weeks now. But like I say, we need to do better out here. These kids out here are lost. This generation is not lost. We led them down the wrong pathway. That's what we done. It's not all about you women. Let me tell you something. You have the control. You have the control. You just got to learn how to use it. Start with your mind instead of your body. It's not doing any good. You just got somebody's body. You have nothing. But if you got the person mind, you got the person mind and body. You have the whole thing. Like I say, I'm just kind of upset tonight. I'm just jumping to one point to another point. So I don't know what kind of sense that I'm making, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to say a couple things to one point may strike somebody heart and make them listen. Maybe you can get something for something I said tonight. I don't know. But I'll be back on here. Lowe's Vision of Hope. That's going to be the name of this show. Lowe's Vision of Hope. This young lady, this situation kind of inspired me to try to do something. Look, I don't have a PhD. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get my GED. So I'm on here. I don't speak the best grammar, like I say, but I'm here. I'm trying. to do what I can. So, I let all my guards down. My verbs and nouns and all that gonna just run together. So if you hear just trying to pick out my points, you're gonna miss the big point. But I'm not ashamed to come on here and to get in front of this video camera and to let people see, hey, I'm not all together. I'm working on myself. But I got enough love for myself to be able to get in front of you people out there and express myself in a way, trying to help somebody to get a point across. Like I said, I don't use perfect grammar. I don't. And I know this. But that's not going to stop me from getting out there trying to reach you. I'm trying to better myself. It'd be nice if some of you come on this show and help me out to reach other people. Your experience in life can help people. Let's talk. I don't mind talking, and I don't mind listening to you. That's another thing. Find somebody that's gonna listen to you. You women, find somebody that's gonna listen to you. Really listen to you. Now, like I said, I'm kind of upset tonight. Got a headache, but I'm determined to get back on this Google Hangout and just talk about this situation took place with this young lady. And I would like to say, listen, I don't want to take this journey with you as a leader, but I want to take this journey with you as a friend and a companion. That's what I would like to do, take this journey with you as a friend and a companion. Like I say, I'm just kind of upset right now. And I think there's a lot of other people need to get upset too and try to make this the pathway more easy for some of these younger kids that are growing up in life. Girls, young ladies getting pregnant, 14 and 15 years old, and the young man is still in school. He's 16 years old. So now, how is both of them going to take care of kids? Because mom and dad is still taking care of you. You got to finish school to get a job. Now you done made everybody life out of control. Everybody got to struggle. Everybody got to dig down deep and make changes in their life. Because one person made a mistake and wasn't thinking about how it would affect other people's lives. The mother already working a job, and a full-time job and a part-time job just to pay the bills. Now baby coming. The boy, he doesn't have no job. He got to stay at school. Now he's not going to even claim the baby. Now he kind of shine away from you. Then you realize through experience was the best teacher for you to learn about the young men. It's not all of them, but 75% of them. I just like to try to say, let's try to do better, people. Help me to reach other people's out there. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of great things. And so I'm going to try to find some of these people that are doing a lot of great things in the community and reach out for them to come on here to help me out, to talk to you. If like I said, a lot of people would not like this show. So, it's no big deal. If you don't like what I'm talking about, it's okay. That's all right. But I'm going to keep coming back because I love you. I want to see you do better, especially these kids. Like I say, life is getting short, people. People dying every day. People dying of cancer. People shooting and killing each other for no reason. just because I heard you said this and he says, she say. People, it's time to wake up. Let's get focused in life. Focus on some of your dreams in life, some of the things you would like to achieve in life. How can you contribute to life and society? Those should be some of the questions. Well, I'm on end the show tonight, but I would just like to ask God to look after the family of the young lady that lost her life and the three young ladies that facing these charges. Uh, look look after all of them, because all of them are kids. All of them is kids, and God just just keep them in your bosom. Keep your hands on them. You know, I'm praying for them. Also, the young lady father and her family, and also the young ladies that uh, jumped the young lady in the bathroom. I'm praying for them also. I'm praying for the whole world. Good night, everybody. I'll be back soon.